Okay, today's souvenir folder is from Monterey Bay Peninsula in California. Alright, so this is the cover. And this here is the back. Great big old wave. How do you like that, huh? Okay, and I also have, well, it's on the other side. We'll have to get the writing later. I'm going to start with showing you some of the beautiful buildings. Carlton Hall, Monterey. Beautiful. I like the great big light right there as you walk through. Here we have another one. And now to tell you the age of this folder, just look at the vehicles of when these pictures were taken. That always can tell. You know, either you look at how people are dressed or you look at the vehicles. There's always something in the picture that'll give you pretty much a time frame of when the pictures were taken. Because you don't always get to know because they don't write it on everything. This is the business district in Carmel. Okay, look at these trees, huh? These cypress trees. 17-mile drive, Monterey Peninsula, California. These are the trees that belong in a haunted movie. Don't it? Looks that way, don't it? Got a little bit of leaves and then some that are completely empty. Gives you that feel. Alright, and there's a bird's eye view here of the bay in California. Always nice to look from above to see the picture and how the land was all divided up and the roads in the land. It's always something different. It's different to see. Look at that, you can kind of see how the harbor goes all the way to there and then comes here all the way to here, then this short one here. A lot of boats. Alright, and here's one, Bathing Beach, Pacific Grove. I don't know how close I can get. Gives you a little bit idea about the bathing suits. So you can kind of guess the age a little bit of the picture. This is actually Fort Ore, Monterey. Oh, look at all the buildings, huh? Right up by the water and everything. Cool, cool. Oh, look at that. Old Customs House in Monterey. Oh, alright. That was a custom house. Again, look at the way he's dressed. And look at the old vehicle. To give you an idea of the age of this picture. Okay, and here we have San Carlos Mission in Carmel. Look at the architect of that. Love looking at the architect of old buildings. Always very interesting. You know, there's a lot of thought went into the design. Especially the nice old ones like this. Really cool. Okay. And here we have, oh, is that McDonald's? Ronald McDonald checking out the rocks? No. I'm just joking. I got you, didn't I, huh? Almost looked that way, didn't it? Okay. These are the rocks in the Pacific Grove in California. And no, that's not Ronald McDonald. Just joking around a little bit. Alright. And the nice thing about souvenir folders is you flip them over and you got yourself a whole bunch more to look at. Alright, now look at the bus. Well, it's not a bus, it's a field truck. Work in the fields. This is the lettuce field. Look at that. Great old truck. Look at the fields. Whew. There's some really big fields, huh? Wow. Very nice. And if you see, the rows are straight. That was very important. Vehicles have to be able to go through there just perfect, so line them up right. Alright, look at that. What a beautiful night scene. Again, look at the vehicles. That gives you an idea of the age of this souvenir folder. And this is Main Street. Isn't that cool? I love this picture. This is beautiful. Okay, and there's the fishing fleet. All them boats. Whew. Awful lot. And we have Midway Point. And Pebble Beach. And this is the bathing beach. The Seal and Bird Rock. Look at them all. Catching some sun or bathing in the water. They're enjoying life. And this one here was the first theater in California. Can you imagine that? I wonder if it's still going. That was the first theater. Cool. Okay. Whoops, this is Lover's Point. Wonder why they called it that. The peacefulness of the water. Alright. And then here we have everything about it. You can just pause the video and read it in sections. Alright. Well, I think I like this one the most. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. And as always, please share the video with others who may enjoy looking at some old souvenir folders. They got some beautiful pictures in them. Alrighty. Bye-bye now. Okay, this good old souvenir folder, which you'll find most of the souvenir folders were from the mid-1900s. And this one is from the Grand Canyon National Park, Rim Drive. This is the watchtower at Desert View. And this is the cover of this folder. As you can see, it's unused, was not addressed to anyone, was just collected as a souvenir, which a lot of people did when they traveled. And they're tucked away and they're bought at the auctions after, like I did. Got a whole box of them from the auction. So someone did some really nice traveling. And I'm glad. I got them all to bring them to you. And this is the back side of this souvenir folder. Alright. let's get to some of the pictures. There's that one right there. Look at that. Oh, we can start all the way up here. Let's start with this one. It's kind of on the curve here. Wow. Can you imagine all the manpower it took to pile all those rocks? And they had to be the flat ones. Observation station and museum. Look at that. Wow. All made out of stones, out of rocks. Took a long time to go find them and then to build them right. To lay them all down correctly so that it wouldn't come tumbling down. Isn't that cool? Alright, then we have this one here that I tried to bring you at the beginning. That's part of a trail from Yaqui Point. What a view, huh? Okay, now we have this one here. Interesting to go and find these beautiful views. Indian ruin at Morgan Point. Wow, that's beautiful. And here we have this one. Almost looks like it was, you know, an underground place, and the wind kind of just got the dirt out of the way so we could see it. And sometimes when you look at these, you wonder, you know? Look at this one here, like you can see all the different layers in the rocks. Look at that. It makes you wonder about it so much. Oh, look at that. That's a beauty, isn't it? All the different layers make it look like someone colored it, but it's just the way it is, you know? Look at this. Look how that ceiling's made. They had a lot of different things in the old day. And it gives you a nice, you get up there and you can see a nice desert view. Which is pretty much the whole point of it, I guess. Get up there and look around. And here we have here. We're doing an Indian dance in front of the Hope House. Wow. That's cool. So nice. Look at all the traditional clothing. Huh. And the nice thing about these folders is you flip them over and you start all over again. Alright, here's some more. Start all over again, of course, with different pictures. Look at that. And again, you see the different layers right there. The formation of the mountain through the years. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh wow, look at the fireplace. Beautiful. Look how big it is. That is super big. Cool. Alright, look at that. Nice. And some more of the nice forming of the land. It's funny to see it so different colored. Standing on top there, look at that. Didn't notice that when you first looked at the picture, did ya? Let's look at the whole details. All the backgrounds, not just looking at the mountains. Someone looking at the mountains. There you go. Look at that. Some more overlooking. Can actually live in between the two of them and let the wind just go off the top and stay nice and warm down there. Just hope you don't get buried in the middle of the night from the wind blowing over. Gotta think about that one too. Yeah, it's nice shelter in between two mountains. Just hope you don't get covered up during the night while you're sleeping. The wind just taking part of the mountain out and burying you. All the crazy things you think of, right? Alright, look at that one. Yep, themselves a building right on top there, overlooking it all. Wow. Alright, hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and as always, share it with others. Just good old pictures to look at. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, here we have a Texas, the Lone Star State souvenir folder. As you can see, it hasn't been used or anything, which makes it a good collector's item. And this is about Texas. This is the cover. If you wanted to mail it, you would address it and put the stamp on and stuff. And this is the back side. They're beautiful. All the flowers and everything. Alright. Now let's get looking at some of these beautiful pictures here. Here we have the municipal owned beach. See, with all the days of the big umbrellas all the time at the beach. You can tell the age of this folder by looking at the bathing suits. Very different. Beautiful beach picture. Alright, and then here we have the Buckhorn Museum, San Antonio, Texas. Whew, there's a lot to see there. Look from side to side, all the horns. Have all the deer horns, all the steer horns. Whew. All the nice hats. There's a lot to see in this picture, isn't there? Look at that. Get the whole thing right there. Cool. Alright, then we have our grapefruits. Trees are loaded, ain't they? It's funny how the small little vines like that can hold such a heavy grapefruit. If it can do that, you can do something with them vines, that's for sure. Braid them up and use them on something else. They gotta be strong. Alright, and then look at this. Alright, the turkeys are coming to town, and we're not talking about people, we're talking about real turkeys here. Alright, look how big they are. Wow. Of course, I'm sure way back then they had different ways of cooking. So if you look at how people are dressed, you know, with the suits and the horses and everything, look at that. So you know that's way back when. Because really, some of these, look at that. Way too big to put. I mean, look, they're almost as big as the people are. Look at that. Way too big to put in one of our ovens. So that was an outdoors cooking thing or something. Unreal. Can you imagine taking a whole bunch of turkeys to town? Whew. That'd be fun to see today, huh? Alright, here we have 20 million roses in bloom. A field of roses. A rose garden. Beautiful, all the colors. I bet it smells beautiful. Alright. And here we have the sheep. Sheep on the Range, San Angelo, Texas. Wow. All going to get themselves a drink. And here we have the Law West of the Picos. Alright. Must be an entrance. Then right here we have the canyon. Nice. Alright, and here's the bridge, South Pacific lines, between Del Rio and Langtree, Texas. Wow. Quite high, isn't it? Alright, now let's flip this right over. That's the nice thing about these souvenir folders, is you can just flip them over and start looking at pictures all over again. Look at this. This is the entrance to the A&M College. Nothing like a grand entrance, huh? Beautiful. Lovely. And look at this, the gateway to Dallas, Texas. Ooh. Look how crowded that is. Buildings by buildings and buildings. Oh my God, there's no room for a yard. No ways to breathe, really. Wow. Very populated, huh? Not quite my cup of tea, that's for sure. Be too much commotion, too much everything going on. I need a more peaceful life. So I guess I'll turn and go over here. This looks a little bit more peaceful. Point Houston, in Houston, Texas. Much better. And we have the Mason Dam at Marshall Ford, Austin, Texas. Here we have a nice shoreline view. Ooh, kind of surrounded by water a lot. You got the water here and you got water there. I wonder how all these storms we've been having, how that's worked out. A lot of buildings there. Alright. An air view of the docks. Showing Turning Basin, Beaumont, Texas. Alright, And right here we got old Tex. Wow, look how long these horns are. Texas Longhorn Steer. Horns measure over 8 feet tip to tip. Wow. Holy smokes, look at that. Alright, so he can plow his way right through. What long horns, huh? Unreal. Okay, and this is blue bonnets, the Texas state flower. Okay. Nice flower. Okay, and under Six Flags, showing the Alamo, built in 1718, San Antonio, Texas. Wow. 1718. Cool. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more souvenir folders from around the world. We have plenty. Alright, be sure to share this video with your friends now. Bye-bye. Alright, today we're checking out some of the old souvenir folders. This is Point of Interest on the beautiful eastern shore of the Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia Peninsula. Look at that. It was unused, kept for a souvenir. If you look real close, you can see the bathing suits and everything. And of course, that gives you the nice era of when. That's the cover here, and this is the back side, which will give you a better view of the bathing suits and everything to give you an idea of when this was. Okay. And then, of course, they always give you a nice little writing here. Talks a little bit about the Civil War. It does not give me a date of this. Some of them do. Alright. So, let's go ahead and look at some of these beautiful pictures. Oh, look at that. Look how colorful. They colored all the stones, didn't they? Or just all the blue of the water shows up so pretty against them. It makes them look all colorful. I believe. I don't know. Awful pretty though, isn't it? This is the World War Memorial and Fountain, Cambridge. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, and we have this one here. That's the country courthouse. They found those to be important to put in souvenir folders. Alright, here's the courthouse. Behave yourself while you're here or else. Here's the directions. I think that's so comical. Alright, look at this. Oh, beautiful flowers by the water. That's really nice when you drive and you see nice flowers and everything. It just puts you in a better mental atmosphere. View of the waterfront showing Choptank River Bridge between Cambridge and Easton. Oh, look at the architect of that one. Isn't that beautiful, huh? First settlement. Lewis, Delaware. That is beautiful. What a nice architectural building. And make sure you laid each brick right so the design would end up right. That's a hard one. Back then it wasn't done with machinery. It was all man-hand labor. Okay, here's our next one here. Beautiful. This is the city park in the high school. That's nice. Get out of school and just walk the bridge by the water. Very peaceful. Nice. Ooh, look how big this is, huh? Tico Mansion, erected, ooh, it's a nice mansion. Erected in 1801. Prince Anne, Maryland. Wow. Nice. I'd like to see the inside of that one, huh? Beautiful. See a mansion from way back then? I mean, the outside's maybe pretty plain, but I bet the inside is fancy. Okay. And here's the boat landing and railroad station. Oh, I see these boats. Huh. Well, that's what it says. Right there, look at that. Looks like just a dock to me. Alrighty. And here we have the next one here. Chester River Bridge. And then you have a bird's eye view of the Rock Hall. Okay, what's really cool about these souvenir folders, you flip them and you got some more pictures to look at. So let's see what we have. DuPont nylon plant. Oh, wow. The DuPont nylon plant. Great. Then we have the municipal building in Delaware. And we got a great big old oak tree between Eastern and Centralville, Maryland. Okay. Wow. Nice and big, isn't it? Look how big that is compared. I mean, look how big the house is. Look how much bigger this tree is. Look at the old car. That gives you an idea of how old this souvenir folder is. But look how big this tree. Whew. It's like more than 3 houses wide, along with the driveways and everything. Look at that. There's 1 house, 2 house, 3 house. Whew. There's one big tree. Wow. Alright. And then right here, Milford Memorial Hospital in Delaware. Okay, and then we have another bridge here. Almost looks like you drive right into the water, huh? Beautiful bridge. Oh, look at this one. This is the campus, Washington College in Chestertown. And here we have, everyone's going out to Bear Mountain Boat at Pier on the Chesapeake Bay. And you can look and see how people are dressed. It also gives you a good idea of the age of this folder. Okay, and here's the ferry dock, Cape Charles, Virginia. Got a big ship coming in. Beautiful, isn't it? Alright. And then the last one right there. Beautiful ships. Small ships in the water and moonlight at night. Really neat. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more good old souvenir folder. These were all part of an auction find and stuff. Got a whole box full of them. Must be like 150 of them. Great find. But throughout the winter I'll be bringing them to you. So if you wish, you may always fan find me. That's that little eye in the upper right hand corner. And I'll get out there to that auction, see what else I can find, and bring it right to you in video form. Alrighty? Alright, I appreciate the help. Bye-bye now. Alright, here we're bringing you 1940 California, the Golden State, souvenir folders. If you notice, a lot of these souvenir folders are from the mid-1900s. This one happens to be 1940. Alright. So look at that. This is the cover, unused. And this right here is the back side of the folder. Just closes right up. People would just mail it to their friends or mail it back home when they're on vacation. Alright. Here we go right here. Just a nice scenery of the mountains and the water and the trees. Beautiful. And here's the state capitol. Look at that beautiful water fountain. Love it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful scenery? Got the water, the trees reflecting on the water like that. Beautiful mountain full of snow. So beautiful. What a good combination, huh? Cascade Wonderland. Oh, that must be beautiful when that's all iced up in the wintertime. Go ice skating. Alright, Redwood Highway. All the beautiful redwood trees. Nice. Emerald Bay. I tell you, when you see these souvenir folders, it's like nature at its best. It's such beautiful pictures. Really nice. Alright, oh, look at that. Look at the scenery of the mountain like that with the red. When the Golden Gate is golden. San Francisco, California. The night sun just shining, showing the gate so beautifully, reflecting on the water. What a beautiful scene. It's a treasure to have sent something like this home when you're on vacation. But then some people, like this one here, hadn't been sent to nobody. It was just a memory to hold on to. There's the peninsula, Monterey Peninsula. Beautiful. The water just hits up against the rocks. And look at this. log cabin amongst the great big trees. Whew. Make a house right inside that tree. Look how big that is. Wow. So beautiful. Monstrous trees right by your log cabin. Alright. Here's another nice mountain view. Mountains with a little pond there. The gateway from Bridalveil Meadows. Okay. Well, I got a nice piece right there. Have a nice wedding right there amongst all that. Cool. Now the cool thing about these souvenir folders is you flip them over and you can start all over again. Alright, let's get into some oranges. That's the orange grove. And we got some beautiful battleships here. Wow, you see all the buildings in the picture. Look at all the ships. Look at them all. Beautiful. There's all the land there. It's nice when you, with the camera, you can go right in and zoom it right in. Cool. Okay. That's a beautiful spot. Oh, look at that. All the beautiful flowers and everything. I get right in there with all the entryways. The statue. Monument. It's Memorial Garden. Father Juniper Sarah statue. Alright, that's a nice beach scenery, huh? Look at all the umbrellas. Gay and happy beach crowd bathing in Pacific Santa Monica. Now see how the words were used differently back then. Gay meant happy. Gay and happy. The definition has changed. Alright, this is along the cliff. Wow. That house gets to oversee it all, huh? Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so beautiful. What a pretty picture. A little bit of everything right there for you. Let's go right in and see what we can see here. All the docking for the boats. Along the beach area. Look at all the houses. Wow, look at that big ship. Alright. Very nice. And here's pretty much like a flower garden. Actually, this is California Highway. Cherry blossoms and orange groves. Feel like you're in a nice parade going down, huh? Could feel pampered driving down this road. Like it was meant just for you. Special entrance. Alright, here's a little bit of a picky area. Look at these. It's nice to see the mountains like that, but ooh, look at all the pickies. Call this the Devil's Garden. Okay. And then here we have, oh, a studio. Soundproof studio where motion pictures are made. Ah, all right. Wow. Okay. That's interesting, isn't it? I bet you never thought of that, huh? Inside each one of these, they set up their whole stuff. Cool. Alright. And on the back side of the cover, they give us all of this here. Facts about California. So if you want, you can just pause the video right now, read this part, and then I'll give you the next piece. Notice at the very bottom right there, it says 1940. Alright. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more old souvenir posters or souvenir folders from around the world. We got plenty of them. So stay tuned. Bye-bye. Okay, here we have a souvenir folder from the scenic North Minnesota. Okay, look at that. That's cute. And if you notice down here at the bottom, it's 1939. Alright, and that was the cover, and this is the back side. Greetings from North Minnesota. Alright. So let's start showing you some of these here. Wow, look at that. Iron Range, North Minnesota. Look at that. Wow. You can see down there the little train. Look at the tracks. Wow. That's really something, isn't it? Kind of cool to look at, really. I'm looking at these for the first time too, just like you are. Kind of neat. Like you can see a little bit of smoke here. Let's see. Whoops. It's like there's the factory, I guess. Or smoke is some more train? No, some more trains. Wow. Open pit. Iron ore mine. Oh. Wow. Look at all that. And there's a bird's eye view. Wow, look at that skinny, skinny road going. Now this is way back in 1939, so you wonder if that's still there. If it's all just a body of water now. Those of you from Minnesota, let us know. That's one way of finding out, huh? Share the information. Alright, look at this. Opening of navigation season. right. Really nice. You can see way out there, there's another one coming in. And we have this one. Did I miss one? No, right here. Split Rock Lighthouse. It's beautiful. Okay. And we have the scenic beauty of Superior National Forest. Nice. Oh, wow. It was a long time ago when they used to put the logs down the river and take them to the factory. Log ready for mill in northern Minnesota. Wow. A lot of people had the job of guiding the logs down the river, and a lot of them drowned from that. That's the old. I can see why this is a 1939. Because that's our history. Part of our logging history. Now we got pulp trucks that pick them up so easy and everything, but back then didn't have that. Kind of log by the water so you can send it downstream. I don't know how they kept track of which ones were there and which ones belonged to someone else. And how that whole pay system worked. Be interesting to know. Alright, look at this. Fireplace of States. Look at that. Wow. That's a beauty. I wonder how it handled the heat. I guess it's just rocks all painted. Makes it look like it's stained glass, huh? But I guess not. I don't know. Looks like stained glass, but when you look at it without the camera, it looks like painted rocks. So I guess you'll have to decide for yourself. Beautiful though, isn't it? Alright, and we have an Indian chief here. Statue, he's overlooking. And then Paul Bunyan and Babe, his blue ox. Okay. Really? Okay. And the nice thing about these souvenir folders is you can flip it right over and you have another one. Some more pictures to look at on the other side. Here's the paper mill, Mississippi River. And this next picture is this way here. So this is the water tower. And we go back this way here. The International Bridge over Rainy River. That's the bridge right there. And here we have the seaplane base. Seaplane base. Wow, look how old these aircrafts are. And you can tell how old this is. Look at the car. Split windshield. Old car. I thought looking at the planes that would be enough, but boy, when I saw that car, I was like, okay. Definitely shows the age of this souvenir folder. Beautiful. Okay, and this is Gooseberry Falls and River, Minnesota Scenic North Shore Drive. The sound of that must be very peaceful. Okay, here's the scenic park near Grand Rapids, Minnesota. And then let's see what we got here. Let's get these all over here. And that's the paper mill. And we have Drum Beater Island. And the Government Dam on Mississippi River, Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Government's Dam. Alright, so this is pretty cool, huh? Some cool stuff here. Alright, now for those of you who want to read a little bit about it, you can just pause the video so that you can read piece by piece. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing you this beautiful souvenir folder. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, here we are bringing you some old souvenir folders. And this one happens to be from Michigan, land of paradise. Okay, now you're going to find a lot of these pictures that are in here are from way back in the middle 1800s, as things were in the middle 1800s. So this is the cover. As you can see, it's unused. Just collected because it's a souvenir, and this is the back side. Copper Country. Alright, Michigan Copper Country. Alright, and here's some of the writings about it. I'll just show it like this, and you can pause the video so that you can read it for yourself. That's for those of you who want to read. Now, let me give you the second half here. Well, I'll have to give it to you in thirds. Okay, and here's the bottom half. Alright, so let's get to seeing some of these beautiful pictures here. Let's start with this first one. This one's always the hardest one to get here. Hard to do it with one hand while you're holding the camera with the other. Look at that. Beautiful. Along the shore Lake Superior. And here you are with a few of the deers that you'll find in the woods over there. And a nice rack on that buck, huh? And some more of the waterway. This is Trap Rock River. What a cool little dam right there, huh? And here we have some of the scenes. One of the scenes. Just different ways on the highway. And this is the one of the rugged shore along the river. Oh, here's some of the natural waterfalls. I always like seeing the natural ones as opposed to the ones that are made. Nice. And some more of the highway. And this one here kind of divides up into 4 different pictures. Some of the old roadways, dirt roads. Going in some tar. Some more there. Of course, putting a nice buck right in there as the center of these roads. Crossroads for bucks, right? And here we have Indian Head. And we have another waterfall. Looks like a train track on top there. Beautiful waterfall underneath. Very nice photo. Alright, and the good thing about these old souvenir folders is you can flip them over and start all over again. Pictures on both sides, and that's what made it really cool to have and collect. So here we have Copper Harbor. And we have underneath it the old fort. And this is in the middle of the 1950s. Wow, look at this. Mass copper weighs 8 tons as taken from the mine, Michigan Copper Country. Wow, 8 tons. Look at that. Unreal. That was great for them to add that. Okay, and that's all the mining going on here. Heavy mining country. All part of history of Michigan. And here we have the stockade, the old barracks. Super old barracks. Now part of the state park. Alright, different scenes around. Excuse me. Nice waterfall. Beautiful waterfalls. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. By all means, share the video with others. Bye-bye now. Alright, here we have a souvenir folder from Lake Champlain. Beautiful souvenir folder. Wasn't mailed out to anybody, so it's a nice collectible piece. No extra markings on it, as you can see. And here's the ship right here. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Very nice. You can see the reflection in the water, the ship. Alright, so let's show you all the pictures in here. Look at that. Beautiful scenery. Bow and arrow point at Lake Champlain. Oh, look at that. The sky is beautiful. It's so nice. And here we have, like, it's got its own little island. Marble Island. Marble Bay. And then here we have giant flagpole on top of Mount Defiance. This is in New York. Okay, and here we have another beautiful ship. Look at that. The Excursion Steamer. Wow, that's really big, isn't it? It's beautiful. Okay. And here we have the Roosevelt Ferry of the Lake Champlain Transportation Company. It operates between Grand Isles, Vermont, and Cumberland Head, New York. Beautiful. Look how long it is, huh? Nice long one. And we have Fort Crown Point. Look at that. Part of the structure is still there, huh? Showing the fireplace and the South Barracks. Okay, there's a memorial monument. Chaplin's Memorial Monument. Very nice. Look at the architect of it all. Isn't that beautiful? Sometimes, you know, people just look at buildings. They don't look at the architect and all the work, and think about all the work that was put into making it, to building it. It's just beautiful. Alright, and then right here, airplane view of Fort Ticonderoga in New York. Wow. Pretty nice, huh? Different, that's for sure. Alright, and the nice thing about these souvenir folders is you can flip them and you get to start looking at pictures all over again. So here we have right here, West Point Bay on Lake Champion. I have looking east from North Hero towards Green Mount, Vermont on Lake Champion. A couple of the old boats. Alright. All of that. Haha. The different ones. So you got the Green Mountain and Lake Champion. I don't know if you can hear that bird. The bird just is screaming out there. Okay. There's that nice rock dunder on Lake Champion. Alright, this opens up a little bit more. Some more Lake Champion. Look at that. Bet there'd be some good fishing down in this part here. Alright, here's some more. That's Pearl Bay, Grand Islands, Vermont, Lake Champion. Kind of hitting on both sides, huh? And here, bird's eye view of Lake Champion, showing the mountains of New York in the distance. Ooh, oh, okay, way up there. There's the mountains of New York. Wow, look how skinny that is right there to cross to get over there. Ooh. Okay. And this one here, across the Sandbar Bridge to Grand Isle, Vermont, on Lake Champion. Ooh, and that's all there is. I wonder if that's still there after all the storms we've been getting and stuff. Just too narrow. I would drive it on a nice calm day and come right back. Wouldn't want to stay out there. Okay, and the sunset over Lake Champlain. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful sight. It's a scene near Burlington, Vermont. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, as we'll bring you some more great souvenir folders. These folders are really nice. They're history. They're definitely old. And we get to see the way the land used to be and how things were, which is really great. Alright, bye-bye now.